AOL Instant Messenger is going away. Then Amazing Stories, that sci-fi show from the 80s, is being rebooted. And we've got tons of other retro news coming up. What up to my peoples? Welcome back to Retro Crunch, your nostalgia news show that is all about current pop culture, movies, music, and games that relates to all things 70s, 80s, and 90s. And first off, just wanted to let the Retro Crunch subscribers know that starting next week, we will be moving the new show to Fridays. And why, you might be asking? This is because we're going to start introducing new show elements during the week. And frankly, I like the idea of having a end of week news show. And with that, on to the show. Today, we are going to start the show off with some retro tech news. America Online, which is better known as AOL, has decided that it is shutting down the AOL Instant Messenger. And the Messenger app, better known as AIM, was created in 1997. It was one of the first messenger programs introduced during the early ages of what we consider the internet. AIM was initially used on the World Wide Web and required your clunky desktop computer to connect using a dial-up connection that tied up the phone line. All that. AIM helped usher in a new way to use the internet as not just a place for information, but also a way to hang out online. The product had earned a coveted spot in pop culture by making cameos in You've Got Mail and Sex and the City. But that alone wasn't enough to save the IM service. With smartphones on the rise about 10 years after its creation, people were moving on to other messaging apps like Facebook and Twitter to keep them in touch, and apps like AIM and ICQ had been on the decline ever since. This is just one more result of old tech companies not keeping up with the internet's changing world. So with that, I say to AOL Instant Messenger, rest in peace. Then, also in tech news, looks like Lenovo is unveiling a new ThinkPad to honor its debut 25 years ago. The ThinkPad was initially created by IBM in 1982, but this overall design is very similar to the one from back in the day. It will have the rubberized coating, a track point, and lots of colorful status LEDs. Lenovo is only making a limited run, and the laptop will run you almost $1,900, so it may be something that only the loyal ThinkPad fans might buy. And then, looks like the Tamagotchi is back yet again, and on November 5th, Bondi America will be releasing it in stores. It's going to be 60% smaller than the original and will run you $14.99 for this new version. I never had one when it came out in the 90s, but some people really love these little digital creatures. And onto some TV news. Apple is working with Steven Spielberg to reboot the old TV show Amazing Stories. This show originally ran on NBC from 1985 to 1987 and was a fantasy, horror, and sci-fi television series. It had some great stories, but it also won some awards, so that's not too bad. The new show will be one of Apple's tries at competing with the likes of Netflix and Hulu. And of course, try and capture some of the nostalgia lovers market, which Netflix has done very well at with shows like Glow and Stranger Things. And also for the Hey Arnold animated TV show lovers, this show that started back in 1996 and continued through 2004 has a new movie coming out that will air on November 24th on Nickelodeon. It's supposed to pick up where the series ended and resolve the unanswered plot lines of the story that have a quest to find out what happened to Arnold's parents. Then there's a new trailer for Hulu's new show Future Man, which follows a janitor slash hardcore gamer that is drawn into time traveling to save the future of humanity. This one looks like it's going to have some really good nostalgia aspects to it. One cool scene that I saw was where the main character introduces the moonwalk to a bunch of partygoers, and it seems that the move makes its way to Michael Jackson, which is where he gets the idea for the moonwalk.
Here's a little something I brought with me from the future.
Yo, Tito! You know that new dance move your little brother Michael was looking for? Well, wait till you see this!
And it looks like a really cool show to keep your eye out for. So guys, that's where we're going to end the show today. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on the current nostalgia news every week. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.